Hello, everybody. I'm Eric Martin, and I'm sitting here with Keza McDonald.
Hello.
You review GTA. You're in the process of reviewing GTA Online.
That is correct. It's a difficult job when the game doesn't work properly.
Nah.
But yesterday, I did actually get it to work for a long time. So this is a clip of what happened yesterday to me. I've just rescued my friend Mike from this island in the distance there on which he was stuck. So I went and found a sea shark and rescued him. About to rescue my other friend Craig. So yeah, I thought we'd give a little update on how the review's going and how our play progress is going over some fun footage from the past day.
Some sexy footage. This is pretty.
It is gorgeous, isn't it?
It's funny. Like there's only 16 players, but it's still an open world, and I still can't get over how beautiful the water animation specifically looks.
Yeah, I've not even been like diving. I think co-op diving would be fun. I said one of the things that GTA Online has made me really appreciate is just how amazing Los Santos is and the world of San Andreas is, because it can support like a whole like possibly several 100-hour online experience with lots of different locations. I'm seeing bits of the map that I never saw before because I just happened to be there. I'd never been to that island before. I had to rescue these guys. As you can see, Mike is not having the best time. He's just chasing people around on the beach at the moment. This leads to probably a 40-minute police chase that we ended up having because he was just assaulting people on the beach for no reason at all.
Was it level 5? That's like level 3 to me is already difficult enough.
I think it was level 4. We'll see later on what it was. But yeah, this was... so I've talked quite a lot in the review in progress the first couple of days about the jobs and the missions. Mm-hmm. So I've not actually been able to get into an open world session before yesterday. So this is what happens in the open world. This is just us messing around. There's no missions or jobs here going on. We're just beating up a guy on the beach for no good reason who unfortunately now appears to be dead.
Like I haven't been able to play GTA Online because I haven't been able to log in.
Yeah, a lot of people are in the same position still, you know.
I'm afraid once I can actually play that if I start doing something, I'm just gonna get killed randomly.
Yes.
And that's where like GTA 4, their online was just like people just wrecking havoc.
I would say that's one of the problems they're gonna have to figure out how to deal with. You can enable passive mode for $100. And that basically stops people from being able to kill you.
Oh.
It costs $100, and it just makes you just... I mean, you can't start trouble with people either, but you can't get trouble from folk. The police turned up at this point to
cool,
to tell us off for beating up that guy on the beach. But yeah, I said the main problem with GTA Online at the moment is you have to know, firstly, set your personal vehicle to only you, otherwise people will nick it. And secondly, just be careful because people are just running around shooting you in the face. You know, people are camping outside hospitals. People are jerks, basically.
God.
Yeah,
that's what I'm afraid of. That sounds terrible.
Yeah, so that's not great. But the thing is that there is a reputation system. You can be a good sport or a bad sport, which I'm hoping will iron some of that out. I was playing with friends here. There were 3 of us, and there were lots of other people in the instance. But we were out in Blaine County here near Mount Chiliad, and obviously all those people were in Los Santos, so we got almost no trouble. But I did feel bad. Like later on, we found a guy who was actually really nice and friendly, and then my friend Mike just shot him.
Wow.
Just shot him. He rescued us from the top of a mountain, and then Mike shot him.
Karma's coming.
I know, right? I'm not looking forward to what happens next. So stability-wise, yesterday was the first time I've managed to get GTA Online to work as intended for longer than about 25 minutes. The general thing right now, if you manage to get past the first tutorial mission, then it gets much better. Like the bottleneck at the moment is those first missions.
Have you noticed any like weird glitches that happen online?
Yeah, so many. I put a clip up of it the day before yesterday. I had one where I disappeared and became a disembodied gun.
There was one right there.
I think that might have been my friend. Was that a visual glitch? I didn't see.
Yeah, like a cop car came crashing and disappeared.
Brilliant. Yeah, the glitches kind of ease off a little bit, but the thing is, the glitches are hilarious. Like, at one point, I ended up duplicating my car by accident somehow. That was fun. Then my friend just bailed out while we were going down the mountain. He's like, I'm not along for this ride, and he should have stayed in the car, because it actually turned out okay in the end. At this point, there were like 20 cop cars behind me, like, careening down this mountain. It was insane.
What's so crazy is that, like, so your friend just bailed out.
Yeah, he just bailed straight out. He was like, nope.
He's on the top of the mountain, and you can be, theoretically, on the other side of the map, which is, I think, 7 miles, in-game miles.
Yep.
And that is just so crazy that they managed to do this.
It's mad. One thing that ends up happening, you can see all the cop cars coming crashing down the mountain behind me now. There they are.
Like, yep.
One of the things that ended up happening in this session, this police chase like evolves. We're on 3-star now. It evolves into this ridiculous thing, and Craig, who bailed out at the top there, he was just taking pictures because he could see, like, he was miles away and he could see all the helicopters searching for us. I presume everybody else in Los Santos was like robbing stores with impunity at this point because we were just keeping the whole LSPD busy.
How? I wonder, that'd be, see, like, this whole, when I heard of GTA Online, all these scenarios went in my head of like Point Break status of like creating these intricate plans of let's do a heist.
Yeah.
We have one guy. Your job is just to distract the police and have them chase you.
Yeah.
Like, I doubt that's possible. That just sounds like such a
Yeah.
cool thing to do.
I think the police probably there's probably infinitely spawning police,
Yeah.
but who knows? I mean, that's one of the things that's still a mystery. I found this campsite here. I decided to hide here, but it didn't go well for me for a long time. I think that planning intricate heists with your friends, like planning to steal a military fighter jet or something, that is going to be amazing, if and when
Yes.
it's possible. And also, if you have 16 of you in a crew and you're all playing together, like this was just 3 people that I managed to play with yesterday. I do not think the game would currently hold up to having 16 people all trying to work together in a map.
Wait, so this is only 3 people in the entire map?
There were 12 in the whole map, but
Okay.
obviously we were scattered across the map. I think if there were 16 players causing havoc in the same area of the map, that might not work so well.
The frame rate probably would have
Yeah.
dropped dramatically.
I'm off. I try to get away on foot here. This is much later. Like this chase went all the way through to nighttime, so I'm now just still trying to get away in the mountains. There's helicopters. Still trying to find where I am. My 3 friends and I played for about maybe 3 hours uninterrupted yesterday, which was a pretty good session.
So like, when you say uninterrupted, after the 3 hours they just get kicked off.
After the 3 hours, we had a connection issue and it kicked us off. But I mean, considering I haven't been able to get it going for more than 20 minutes beforehand, it's not that bad. At this point, we just decide that bailing on the car is the best idea. And we run away into the mountains. See, this for me, like the missions are fun and all, and the races are fun.
Yeah.
But this is what GTA Online is made for me. This kind of just random nonsense happening, this chaos happening on the map. I'm all out of bullets now, by the way. I'm just like running away completely unarmed into the mountains.
I wonder, like I said, I haven't been able to. It'd be cool if to have, different parts of the game or different parts of like lobbies, like as you say, where you can straight mission based and straight just havoc.
Yeah, don't try and shoot down a helicopter with a shotgun. By the way, that totally doesn't work. Yeah, they do have like the lobbies for the missions are separate entirely from the open world.
Okay, cool.
At the end of the chase, we celebrated being free finally of the police by jumping off the top of this cable car. The cable cars don't work in GTA Online.
Boo.
Cable car's totally not there, but you can parachute off the top, which is what we decided to do.
This is great. Like I've probably put in about 10 hours into the single player. I just started playing it. I still haven't seen this, and this is amazing.
Yeah, it's gorgeous stuff. What I love is the thought that there could be another crew of people at the other end of the map having a similarly awesome time.
Exactly.
There is one thing that I discovered that I hadn't noticed before doing this open world play, is that the game charges you money for dying.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Well, I guess, the hospital visits.
The hospital fees are like, but the thing is though, that they're anywhere from, they're usually about $1,000, like 600 to $1,000. So the problem with that is that if you're in the early game, and since I've said this before, and since that some people in the comments have pointed out that there are like some missions that earn you loads of money, the game hadn't at this point told me about those missions. So for me, I was like really struggling to earn money because every time I went out and had fun in the open world and died a couple of times, I'd wipe out my profits.
That adds up fast.
Yeah, and I felt like that, I feel like that discourages the kind of play that you want from GTA, which is open world mayhem and you're running around shooting people and just causing gang wars and all this random stuff that you can't do if you're like this adventure here where we ran away from the police for 45 minutes and I wrecked 2 cars. That cost $4,000, and that's sudden.
From, like, dying?
Yeah, from between the 3 of us for
okay.
dying, for wrecking cars. It cost $4,000.
That's
That kind of sours the experience for me a little
Do you
bit.
think that's where Rockstar's kicking into the microtransactions?
Yeah, I mean, I don't feel at the moment pressured into microtransactions, but yesterday I played all day, and bear in mind, this is partly money just keeps disappearing randomly in the game right now. It's one of the server issues, so it's possible that this is just because I'm having a bad luck with my bank. But I earned like $7,000 from a day's play yesterday. Other people have come in the comments and said, "Oh, I earned like $250,000 yesterday. What are you talking about?" So I think that it's quite possible that everybody who's playing GTA Online right now is playing a basically different game. The way that money works, I'm not sure currently that it's perfectly balanced. At the moment, it doesn't feel enormously fair. If you want to go have fun by yourself in the open world like this and risk dying, it will cost you a bunch of money. And earning that money is not that easy, I would say. Like, I don't mind working hard for money, and I don't mind the microtransactions, but I do mind if basically you're charged to die, and that means that you constantly have to top up with real money GTA dollars. Like, I feel
what you want to do is creating havoc.
Totally. I mean, I feel like if you have to work hard to be able to buy a house, great. But if you have to work hard just to stay above 0 on your bank balance, that's not so awesome.
I wonder. So.
Oh, this is us taking celebratory selfies for having finished the mission, by the way.
So I had this really quick theory or idea for Rockstar about money. Wouldn't it be cool, like in the games, in the GTA Online, there are like, let's say 10 different branches of banks, and if each server is dedicated to a server has 10 banks, right? Different servers, and if someone robs the bank that you chose to deposit your money in, part of your money is gone.
Oh, that would be amazing.
That would be awesome.
It would also be so mean. Imagine if you lost 10 grand that way.
Like how cool would that be? Like if a bank's being robbed and your money's gone.
Well, they've got the stock market that's dependent on other players' actions, so it's not entirely impossible. Hopefully when the heists come in, which will be in another couple of weeks, we'll see something like that.
Oh, the heists are coming?
Apparently they're going to come in a different update. They're not in the game right now, which is a shame because I'm really looking forward to them. But I mean, the game hardly runs right now, to be honest, so I'm quite glad that they're saving some of the big features for later. Yeah. So review-wise, we obviously haven't been able to play the game as much as we'd hoped by this point. Also, there's so many new feature updates coming in the next few weeks that it's going to be impossible to like get a full verdict on GTA for some time yet, I think. The message at the moment is approach with caution. Be aware that the game is extremely unstable still, and a lot of people are having trouble starting. If you do get it to work, though, it's enormous fun.
Groovy.
And for everything else on GTA 5 and GTA Online, stay with us on IGN.